the smart way to learn English, 10 tips that actually work. Hello, and welcome back, the podcast where we break down the barriers between you and speaking English with confidence. I'm your host, Vikram Singh Basati, and today, we are doing something a little different. We're going back to basics. I know, back to basics sounds boring, right? But stick with me, because today we aren't just going to list tips you've heard 1,000 times. We are going to build a blueprint, a practical, actionable 20-minute guide to learning English effectively, whether you are just starting out or you've been studying for years and feel stuck in a rut. This episode is your toolkit. We're going to cover how to trick your brain into thinking in English, how to use the technology in your pocket to get a free tutor, and why making mistakes is actually your secret weapon. So grab your headphones, get a notebook if you can, and let's dive into tip number 1, total immersion. Segment 1, total immersion. Imagine you're trying to learn to swim. You can read all the books in the world about swimming techniques. You can watch videos of Olympic swimmers, but eventually, you have to get in the water. Learning English is exactly the same. You have to get in the water, and that's what we call immersion. Now, I'm not telling you to book a flight to London or New York tomorrow, although that would be fun. I'm talking about bringing the English-speaking world to you. You need to surround yourself with the language, even if you live in a place where no one speaks it. Tip number 1, listen every single day. You're doing it right now. This is perfect, but don't stop here. Find podcasts about topics you love: cooking, gaming, fitness, history. If you like it in your language, you'll like it in English. Listen to music, but don't just let it be noise in the background. Pick one song a week, look up the lyrics, and try to sing along. News channels like BBC or CNN are fantastic because the English is clear and professional. Tip number 2, change your screen time. We all spend hours looking at screens. Use that time to learn. Watch Netflix. Put the English subtitles on, not the subtitles in your language. English audio, English text. Your brain will start connecting the sounds to the written words. Then, when you're feeling brave, turn the subtitles off. See how much you can understand. It's like a workout for your ears. Tip number 3, read anything. I'm not asking you to read Shakespeare. Read a comic book. Read a blog about your favorite video game. Read the comments on a YouTube video. Just be careful. The comments section can be a scary place. Reading at your level, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day, builds your vocabulary without you even realizing it. Think of this first segment as filling up the tank. You need to put the language in before you can take it out. Segment 2, speaking. Okay, so your tank is filling up. You're listening, you're reading. But now comes the scary part for most learners. Speaking. There's a famous phrase. If you don't use it, you lose it. And that is so true for English. You can understand everything, but if you never open your mouth, the connection never gets strong. Tip 4, talk to yourself. I know people might think you're crazy, but trust me, it works. When you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking in your native language, say out loud, "Today is Tuesday. I am feeling tired. I need to drink coffee." Describe what you're doing. I am opening the fridge. I am taking out the milk. It sounds simple, but you are practicing forming sentences in real time, without the pressure of someone watching you. Tip 5, the shadowing technique. This is a powerhouse tip. Choose a short clip from a movie or a podcast, maybe 30 seconds long. Listen to it once, then play it again, and this time try to speak at the exact same time as the speaker. Copy their rhythm, their emotion, their pronunciation. If they sound happy, you sound happy. If they ask a question, make your voice go up at the end. It's like karaoke for English. It trains your mouth to move in new ways. The goal here is to build muscle memory. Your mouth needs to learn how to make these new sounds, just like your fingers learn how to play a piano. Segment 3, vocabulary and grammar. Alright, let's talk about the building blocks. Words and grammar. A lot of students get obsessed with memorizing lists of words, and while that's helpful, it's not enough. You need to know how to use them. Tip 6. Learn in chunks, not just words. Don't just learn the word look, learn. The phrase look forward to. Don't just learn up, learn give up. These are phrasal verbs and common phrases, and they are the secret to sounding natural. Native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use blocks of language. Try to learn 5 to 10 new chunks every day, but here's the key: you have to use them immediately. Write one sentence with look forward to about your weekend. Text it to a friend. If you don't use it, you'll forget it by tomorrow. Tip 7. Keep a journal. This helps with grammar and writing. Don't write a novel. Just write 5 sentences about your day. Today I went to the park. I saw a dog. It was very cute. By writing it down, your brain has to slow down and think about the past tense: went, saw, was. It's the best grammar practice because it's coming from your own life, not a textbook exercise. Segment 4. Technology and social learning. We live in the future, guys. You have a supercomputer in your pocket. Use it. Tip 8. Be a tech-savvy learner. If you hear a word and you don't know it, Google it instantly. Define procrastination. Boom, you learned a new word. There are also fantastic AI tools and language apps that can act as a conversation partner. You can practice speaking to an AI and it will correct you with no judgment. It's a safe space to make mistakes. Tip 9. Find your people. Learning alone is hard. It's lonely. So find a study buddy. There are thousands of online communities on Discord, Reddit, or Facebook specifically for English learners. You can text, you can do voice chats. If you have the budget, even a few sessions with a tutor can work wonders because they can give you personalized feedback that an app just can't. Having someone else on the journey with you makes you accountable. On days you don't feel like studying, they might text you, and that motivation can make all the difference. Segment 5. Mindset and fun. This is the most important part of the entire episode. The practical stuff is useless if your mindset is wrong. Tip 10. Think in English. This is the big one. Stop translating in your head. When you see a tree, don't think the word in your language and then translate it to tree. Just see the tree and think tree. It's hard at first, but you have to train your brain to make a direct connection to English. Start with simple things: objects, feelings, daily tasks. This single habit will double your speaking speed. Tip 11. Mistakes are fuel. I know the list said 10 tips, but I'm giving you a bonus because this matters. You have to change how you feel about mistakes. Most people are terrified of making errors, but every time you make a mistake, your brain gets a little alert. Error, misfire, fix it. That is when learning happens. If you speak perfectly all the time, you aren't learning anything new. You're just repeating what you already know. So go out there and make beautiful mistakes, and when you do, ask for corrections. Did I say that right? Most people love to help. And finally, have fun. If your learning method is boring, you will quit. If you hate grammar books, don't use them. Play video games in English. Watch cooking shows in English. Read memes in English. If you're laughing, you're learning. Celebrate the small wins. Did you understand a joke in a movie? That's amazing. Did you order coffee in English? Give yourself a high five. Outro. Alright, let's quickly recap your blueprint for success. Immerse, listen, watch, and read daily. Speak, talk to yourself and shadow your favorite actors. Build, learn words in chunks and write a journal. Connect, use tech and find a community. Mindset, think in English and embrace your mistakes. Learning English isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be days you feel like a genius and days you feel like you can't remember the word for dog. That is 100% normal. Be patient with yourself. The fact that you are listening to this, that you took 20 minutes out of your day to invest in yourself, shows that you have the drive to succeed. Keep going. Thank you so much for listening to The Fluent Life. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. I'm Vikram Singh Basati, and I will talk to you next time. Happy learning.